Hey guys, I've a lovely meandering English themed poem for you today. It was written as a creative response for English class, for to cover what we'd studied in the first term. So there's some Yeats and Irish literature revival and Shakespeare and Beowulf and Maya Angelou and some other stuff in there. And a reference to Paul Ameen, who I got to read this in front of in college, thanks to my tutor. And if you don't know who she is, look her up. She's amazing, and she's the poet laureate of Ireland as well. And she's a wonderful, very kind woman. Um, that was a wonderful experience. Um, but anyway, you guys are nice too, so I'll read it for you. It's called Kunstlerroman. This poem is a Kunstlerroman of a young girl enamoured of the word, traditionally born and bardically raised, unfazed by the utterance of thee, thou, wherefore, and more, just a girl on board with the bard. Poetry reminds me that I am small in this grand dance hall of life. Don't get me wrong, it causes me no strife. It gives me power. I am me alone, and nobody's watching. My stories are mine to tell. The gift of the word granted me the absurd, set apart from the herd, heard the caged bird sing. Call me a nerd if you will, 'cause I know I got skill. I get a thrill from the scratch of the quill on parchment, in love with the word trail left in the ink stain. 'Cause literature grants freedom, and the knowledge to know that oranges aren't the only fruit. There is another route to love. There is room for Juliet to find heaven in the eyes of her Juliet. To deny her father and refuse her name, lay claim to her dame and feel no shame. And these words of ours have the ability to change, to rearrange and exchange the strange for mundane, to perceive our fathers as a vision of St. Francis, to stare deep into our abyss and maybe return feeling some bliss with a new view of this world of ours and how far we've come from staring at the stars. Our Celtic revival needing revival each day, 'cause this Aisha our Changa, Tasha our Cree. So we mustn't forget this nigh forgotten gift. It's in our bones, our blood, our joy, our sweat, our folklore and magic, this Celtic twilight. The verses of love and war and land, and a fight to remember, never fully at mind, always a spark, an ember, a blazing fire around which we gather like kin, while the bards told stories of places they've been, of heaven and sin, of Beowulf and Gwyn, of poison trees, fairies and banshees, pirates on the high seas, and why that sea will like Maya still rise, with cries to the skies, finding meaning in the lies of history and her story, and the glory in their story, that moves with the ebb and flow of time, as we continue to grow and show all that we know, because that's what we owe to those that came before and lay the foundation of our creative education. Thank you.